Hey there. So today we're going to discuss how to use the putIfAbsent command for the HashMap in Java. For our purposes, we're using Java 11 today, and it's going to be a simple Java program, not a Spring program like I typically would do, because I think it'd just be overkill if we did otherwise. So what we have here is IntelliJ 2018 3.3, and I used the Hello World template. So if you're using a different IDE, that's fine. Just start out with a simple Hello World template and you'll be fine. What we're going to do here is create ourselves a hash map, which contains type string and string, simple as you can get. Now mind you, this could be used in any other generic types, so you could throw in a mixture of object and a set of strings, or you could throw in a user-defined type and a string. Any key value paired with a valid Java type will work. That's the beauty of generics. And in another video, we'll discuss the concept of how to compose functions, so how you would use a set of strings inside of the value of a hash map, or how you would go ahead and use a hash map of hash maps as the value and do the lookups and the performance implications thereof. So starting out, I just created a simple basic map variable, which is the hash map string string. We're going to throw a few variables into here, through a few objects. So let's go ahead and do string A equals ABC, string B equals DEF, string C equals GHI. Something very simple. Now, you could throw these in just by putting the string in directly. I'm going to do it with a variable and with a string just to illustrate the point. So, basic map dot put A, B, and C. We're also going to throw a couple more things in here. Basic map dot put custom, some string, more custom, some other string. And that shows you can put in just raw strings as well. We run this, it should run without errors. It won't put anything out though. Process finished with exit code 0. We're awesome. So now if we wanted to display this map, we could do a basic map to string. What that's going to return for us is going to just be a Java object reference. Now, depending on the implementation of basic map, it may show us a key value pair set, or it may well show us just like a string out that says blah 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 java.util.hashmap with a whole bunch of hexadecimal. So we're also going to go for string key in the basic map key set, print the keys. And then we'll also print out the value. So print key plus colon plus basic map dot get key. And what Get's doing is it's going to return us a key. It's going to take the key and return a value. So see what the differences are in the two outputs. So the first one showed us something similar to like what you might see in Python, where you get the A equals ABCD blah blah. And then you get the cleaner output that you can manage and own yourself by printing it, but one requires a bit more coding. So what we're going to look at here now is we're going to do a couple putIfAbsents. Basic map dot putIfAbsent. putIfAbsent ABC, some new ABC. Basic map dot putIfAbsent D JKL. So what do you think is going to happen here? Well, I can tell you right now what's going to happen here is that it's going to not do anything to ABC, but it's going to add a D. So we're just going to copy this code above again. We're going to remove it from here. And let's see what our outputs look like. So now we still have ABC, D, E, F, some new ABC. Ah, yes, been a long day. ABC doesn't exist in there yet, so it would put it there. But if I change this to A, some new A, then it would be correct. There we go. So now A state is ABC, but the new string here, D, came in and it put it in a way that makes sense because it's the shortest string there and comes before custom, even though we put custom in before we put D in. If we look at the implementation of putIfAbsent, we can come into the code here that Java wrote for it. If we go up to the top, we'll see that this is actually the Java source code, package Java util, hash-based implementation of the map interface. So putIfAbsent, put value, only if absent true, evict true. So if we go a little further into this and we jump into the put val, we start getting some gnarly code here. What this is basically doing is, if true, don't change the existing value if it's absent. Otherwise, the table is in creation mode and evict the previous value, return the new one. So that's all we have for that. So suppose we wanted to then look at all the methods that are available for the hash map. There's a couple ways you could do that. One way is you could just go ahead and go to basic map dot and look at things. That doesn't really give you the Java doc if you don't have some tool like IntelliJ that lets you reverse engineer. So a better way to do things, which is guaranteed, and especially since company policies can be very different for different places with regards to IDs can be used, would be to go into Google and put in HashMap Java docs. And right here you can see the actual HashMap definition. And you can change the version up here to the different versions of Java you're working with. Right now, Java 12 is on the horizon, but Java 11 just came out. Appears they don't have a Java 11 doc for HashMap. But if we go into here, we can then see the Java doc that's ready, and then all the methods that are available, the instance methods, the concrete methods. And if we were to go into, say, entry set, it takes a set of map.entry key value. This is the composition I was referring to that we'll do in another video. If we click entry set, it then gives us a English definition of what's exactly happening to it, identical to what you'd find in the code by digging in, but in a more user-friendly fashion. It also tells you what it will return and what it takes as its inputs. So if we were to do a search for putIfAbsent, then we see if the specified key is not already associated, it associates with the given value and returns null. Otherwise, it returns the current value. So there you go. That's all there is to that. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave any questions in the comment section.